Hey, what's up guys, this is Best Skate. Today we're doing 5 things on my skate wish list. These are just 5 things that I hope are added to the game soon. Alright, first things first, bringing back old tricks. We're talking dark catches, dark slides, finger flips, under flips, and you know what, let's bring back car sketching too. That was so much fun back in the day. It's crazy to me that these things haven't been added to the game yet, especially considering they were in Skate 3. I don't understand why it's so hard to put them back into the game when the previous game had them. I have my hope that they'll be added with the Impossible being added in Season 2, but it's a shame that they haven't been added already. I also hope that they add additional tricks that haven't been featured in any skate games before, maybe like a dolphin flip. Not quite sure how they would add it with the flick stick, but I'm sure they could find a way. Alright, number 4, general just bug fixes and glitches. This game is buggy as hell sometimes, and it runs like ass. I have a slightly out-of-date gaming computer, but my game should still not be as slow loading into some of these menus as it is. Especially since EA wants to make this a mobile game eventually, they really need to do some optimization work on the game. And with that being said too, they either need to find a way to optimize the servers or add offline play, because the amount of times I've booted up the game and I'm not even able to get in after trying 3-4 times just to get into the servers, it's inexcusable for a game like this. I'm glad the game's free, but what's the point of having it if I can't even get into it? A lot of these issues would be fixed with optional offline play, which is something I might like just because I don't always want other players in the background of my clips, and I know I'm not the only one out there. Number 3 is pretty simple, but we need more branded cosmetics. Just give me the red classic Baker board, please. I would also love a pair of Lakai shoes while we're at it. Skate 3 had a ton of branded stuff. I feel like it would go a long way to adding to the skate culture feel of the game if they added more brands that were actually a big part of skate culture. Let's be honest, not a ton of skaters are rocking Santa Cruz boards. People complain that the game doesn't feel like it's made for skateboarders, and I feel like part of this issue is the lack of branded items. Hopefully EA gets their brand managers together on that. Hey guys, if you're liking this video so far, like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. And on to the next thing I want. Alright, number 2, we need more game modes, specifically competitive game modes. I miss those online competitive games of Skate, 1-Up, doing team challenges and team own the spots. That was a lot of fun back in the day. And I remember Skate 3 got to the point of having full-on clan wars on there back then. As stupid as a Skate 3 clan war can be. It's still fun, you know? It just brings together the community of the game a little more. And if we're bringing back game modes and different features, can we bring back Hall of Meat? You don't even have to call it Hall of Meat. I know Hall of Meat is trademarked by Thrasher, but come on, we got Thrasher branded stuff in the game. Why can't we get Hall of Meat back? And if they don't want to do that, just name it like X-Ray mode or something. I want to see what bones I break. Plus, Hall of Meat was a great way to get people who weren't interested in skateboarding into the game. I remember playing Hall of Meat mode with my little sister, someone who had no interest in playing any of the skate games, but had tons of fun just chucking herself off a building for a good laugh. Apparently they're bringing back more co-op game modes in Season 2, so let's hope for the best there. And lastly, the number 1 thing I think Skate needs is a better map. You can keep what's there already, but give us an expansion. Where are some of those spots from the earlier builds and some of the trailers? Why is there a bridge that just gets cut off when there's a clear island way off in the distance? Why can't you go back to the tutorial island? Seriously, I hope all parts of these maps are expanded upon in the future. As of right now, the 4 districts all feel very similar. The only one that feels slightly different is Brick Switch, due to its brick texture everywhere, but I mean, that's not that big of a difference. Skate 3 had 3 individual districts, all with their each unique style. Most of them too being basically hill-shaped where you could work your way up from the top down to the bottom, very naturally. Right now with the Skate 4 map being basically one big flat circle, without a ton of elevation changes other than the skyscrapers, the map can get boring pretty quickly. I really hope the map is expanded upon further in future updates. I see in Season 2 they're adding more rooftop spots and a whole underground section. To be honest, the trailer leaves a bit to be desired as far as new map additions go. So yeah, those are the 5 things that I want added to Skate. Hopefully this game ages like fine wine, like Star Wars Battlefront 2 did, and doesn't end up like some of the modern FIFAs. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below what's something you want added to Skate. And let me know if you want any of the things I want added too. I feel like the more vocal we are with EA, maybe they'll hopefully listen. With that being said, I have been Best Skate, and I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.